Alright, poverty I kill everybody, poor and hungry. Look at embassy man, Master God, the line long go way down the road down there so to blood now. And Joelness, everybody want to run from you, my boy.
Why family, me like that little thing here, you know. Me like that thing and finally Jamaica stand up. This surprised me. It surprised me, I'm in a surprise. Best way me can put it. Because the crime minister of Jamaica, that man they bow to everything and sell out everybody and everything. So me wouldn't be surprised if him allow it, and then me surprised them no allow it. I'm kind of glad them no allow it because that's all they want to know. Them say give a man an inch and him take a yard. So you know what would have happen if that the man they bring in film, wife, husband, whatever that is in the country. Me happy it no happen. Me glad it no happen.
Alright, when me think about this topic, you see, boy, as a man said, it's a bully business. You see me? I don't know why them people always have to push their nasty in this part of people. You understand? That's I think I mean understand. Why them always have to push their nasty in this part of people. I don't keep it in their own country. Yeah? So, me not go say go illegalize. Now say boy, it a go illegalize. It's a 50-50 thing, you know. You see me? And to me see it, and Jamaica can't, the only problem we have is we have so much people up there. You see me? I make money and sitting. You see it? That's the only problem we have. But right now China give you some better deal than America. All America do push the agenda for we. China open up so much opportunity for we as black people. Little certain little things the poor man couldn't afford. If it wasn't for China, who come in the West come up them thing. And now China thing used to make cheap and foolish thing, now them thing up. So it's a rough time for the Prime Minister. He might always have rough time still, but this will be a rough thing for the Prime Minister. A rough decision for the country, but this thing can't legalize neither because the church don't go stand up against all of that. So we can't survive without America. The only problem we have, as we say, is that we have so much in the diaspora. Our diaspora in America is so big, but we can do much better than this. Yeah, man, we can do without them. Me think so. You see me? When we give up Venezuela, connection with Venezuela and them places because of America, them they put in a problem. You know, else they couldn't come dictate to you know. Cause first time, you know, Russia, through Cuba and Russia and Venezuela, you know, we good, you know. We have good back it, you know, but right now, why with this a boneless? It's a prime jelly backbone prime minister we have. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what's going to be the outcome of all of this.
This bullyism at the highest level. They are pushing a narrative. They are doing it from the diplomatic standpoint. You see me? So, if we fall a buckle under this, might as well we just legalize gay marriages, gay rights, gay this, gay that. You see me? Might as well we just open up the whole society to the whole thing. So we know we can walk in a halfway tree and New Kings and see man on the road have sex or see two men a kiss up and we can't do nothing about that. Our man a do them thing because, you know, them have more talk you know. You see me? I mean, them already do it, but them not go have that freedom there. Them not really have that freedom there, you know. But if this go happen, I hope me see you, man. You see me? But things are going to happen, you know, because America not like when I reject them. Things are going to happen. The lady where we have, the Jamaican lady there where do everybody at how she's a Jamaican and she's the Secretary of State. She go down to Africa. A bad up African country down there with this same damn thing here. You see me? We don't know the result of that yet. Things are going to happen. Them say Jamaica strong and we resolute and we have strength. Make we see how strong we is Can't believe you me. It nah go pretty. You see me? It nah go pretty.
This is like a time bomb waiting to explode, and we clearly see that the timer is set. Every single Jamaican will feel it, might not directly but indirectly, because if Jamaica doesn't accept the sodomatical policy that USA is imposing on them, then when the diplomatic and trade sanctions start hitting, then we will see. My view is to stand our ground and say no, but as I say, that's only my view.
Yeah, morning, my brother. Morning, my view. So, you say, what would be the result if Jamaica give in or don't give in? What would be the result of it? Well, it is clear they are threatening people's visas. Also, I think they're gonna start scrutinize people's entry, purpose of entry through the ports from Jamaica because of this stance. The Biden administration has made it clear that their only priority is to usher rainbow on the world. And it's been clear now for quite some time. It started before him, but easier to finish what they started. And it's unfortunate. So my view is that the pressures that we are facing now, it will increase where immigration is concerned. That is what they can threaten us with. They can't threaten us with anything else. Other than that, there are certain companies in Jamaica that are also warning the government that they should consider this thing. So implications, they are far and few. And some of them we can't really go into because people don't understand, my brother. This is a very delicate topic and something to play with. But what people need to know is they need to understand that we don't need someone telling us who and which type of lifestyle to allow. You understand? No government should be forcing other governments to abide by what is law in their country. That says a lot about that government, that administration. If you have to force people to allow lifestyles to be legal, and your way of doing that is to threaten one's immigration status or diplomatic status wherever the chips may lie. I mean, it says a lot more about them than us. And this obsession with everybody wanting, to be equal in a world that was made by inequality. A man and a woman is not equal. They are different. They bring different levels of understanding and elegance to a union. So I do understand why all of a sudden we are all equal. So if so, why aren't we extending the same courtesy to a lot of the first time killers? Why everybody quick to bash them? Why everybody don't understand that some of them are born this way? The implications are, for me right now, I know they are going for immigration. A lot of people's entry will be scrutinized. They are going to use your email address as long as you apply for a US visa. That email address is going to be scrutinized because that email address is like a tagline. It have all of your information, all of your browsing history. So all of those people like myself who like for burn out and like for browse about information relating to fire burn them, yeah, we may be implicated. We may feel the brunt of this thing. That is where it is heading. Because I don't know if people understand that Biden's administration is serious about spreading their rainbow agenda. They are serious about it. All the ills of the world, this is what they are fighting for. This is what they are ready to split the world in two for. I don't know why people just look at it casually. I don't get it. But let me just say, I am me, and I can understand others and their opinions. I can see where they are coming from. I know when someone's mind is polluted and they have no other alternative but to think about pollution. That's fine with me. So as the child that is born in violence, that's all he knows. So am I to say that it is okay? I cannot. I will not accept that. But for me, I think Jamaicans need to understand themselves right now. You understand? This is a spiritual warfare. And it can be considered or deemed equivalent to terrorism. To forcing me to accept someone I don't know. I know nothing about him. I can only speculate about his origin. But you're forcing me to accept him. So I don't know what to tell him, my brother. But this thing is so disgusting. I am so worried for my children and their friends and everyone else that has their children. I am worried about what is to come. I cannot even mention some of the things I have heard. But let me leave it there for the naysayers and detractors that allow this thing to seep in our minds and to become a normal thing. It's normal. It's okay. Leave them alone. All right? Go about your way and let us see what is going to happen another 10 years. What will happen to your children, your sons? What is going to happen to your daughters? Who is going to start influencing them once this thing comes through? If we succumb to the pressure. I don't want to even tell you some of the things I've heard. I am so afraid. I am so afraid. Yeah, man. Other than that, too, my brother, it also threatens economic support by certain NGOs that's tied to these organizations, as well as the same financial backing we're getting from certain institutions. It will affect that relationship. All the good grades we've been getting, it may be for naught once they realize that our stance is we are against this and will never, in this time, accept that. It may not, we may be discriminated against for our stance. You see the irony of it, my brother? We are going to be discriminated. We are already being discriminated against for their stance. For our stance, I should say, against this thing. But we are the ones that are deemed obsessed. We are the ones that are deemed to be aggressive and violent and forcing people to, that they must accept our badness, our bad behavior. Because some list came out about Canada saying that certain countries in the Caribbean and other places can do so, apply or just buy their ticket without a visa. They don't have to apply for a visa to visit their country. They can just buy a ticket and they can go. But the reason why Jamaica was omitted, it wouldn't be omitted, but the reason why Jamaica wasn't considered is because we have bad behaving Jamaicans. We are bad people. So, quote unquote bad people and aggressive and bad and criminals. We are 87s. Yeah. But it's okay to break the law and to force one to allow people to break the law in the name of rainbow ship and America. Well, I'm proud of myself and I'm proud of my country. We may not be the best, but we are definitely not the worst. We are definitely not the worst. Those that appear to be the best are those where is the hypocrites of the world. Pushing everybody, pointing to who is dictator, yet still they are the ones dictating to you that you should and you shouldn't. When they don't even understand the culture on your side, wanting you to force your country to promote the agenda of the rainbow. to promote understanding of people that are waving that flag. But if that's not terrorism, I don't know what it is. I know some people they dislike different regimes, they dislike certain people for their religion, but that is their belief. So how dare you force one to accept something that is not for them? It's like you have forced me now to take up a baby or a child that's not mine. Me do the DNA and realize it's not my own, but you want me to accept it as mine. Yeah, we have some interesting times coming, man. Interesting times, brother. You know, I want to say a lot, but I am so afraid, my brother. I am so afraid. And not for myself, but for my family. For my family, for my friends. I am afraid for them because for me, my life will always be exemplary, and nothing in a manner where I'm talking about being the best behaved. No, I'm talking about I am a man of action. I am one that sticks to my guns. I don't care what you think about me. That's one thing me nah do is beg no friend from no blood clot boy and him friend them. Remember me tell you.
My view is while me agree with the government stance, I know the consequences are going to follow. And when me look on the situation, is either the government or the people are going to suffer. And more than likely, I feel like as if the US government pressure the government of Jamaica because it's more easy to get to the government than it is to get to the people. Because our culture is difficult to come to us with it. However, the action of the JLP government now, when them go under pressure by the US government, it start take up a visa and of people business start get crashed because so rely so much on USA. When all of that start happen, the people of the country are going to start pressure the government for the decision what they make. You understand? And so the government have to do the most unpopular thing and accept it. And when the government accept it, then the government are going to be unpopular. And most people are going to hate the government for it. But to me, that are going to be the best thing for the government do. Because if they go either way, then them got a problem. But I better them accept it and the people then forget it over a period of time. But this is how the USA work, We Jamaican rely so much on them that anything them say we have to do. And we, the people of the country, accept and intertwine with US so much that any day then cut we have, you're going to suffer. You can't go out in the big deep ocean and not learn to swim. Anytime they throw you overboard or drown, you're going to drown instantly. So guess what? Every time they threaten to throw you overboard, you're going willing to do anything with them want. And that's the problem with the situation with them. And them have this a plan a long time. All of this are just to initiate and to start them whole plan with them have long time. And it a go happen. The government a go. I think the government have that willpower they to oppose. Any government to oppose, we know what gonna happen to them. You understand? So it must happen. Them a go, the government are go giving. That much me know. Them are go giving. The business sector and a whole of people out of sight are going to start pressure the government. And these are going to be important people who have business and money where they pan at risk. Are going to start pressure the government and the government are going to just give in and have to deal with the uproar and the noise where the country make. I think that are the route where they are going to take with it. But as far as me concerned, there's nothing to stop this.
You bumbo clat, my view. Yeah, post up now. Yeah, post up now. You take back your own rule, my general. Okay. Me tell you, say, if you no business with the fruit, them the fruit, them have business with you eventually, I see it, them are running pound down at Jamaica now. I try to convert the thing. So you better start burning the fire, and start get rid of the one them like Marlena.